Need help or just need someone to talk to? Be sure to call the National Suicide Hotline at 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255.
In the sad, hurtful world that I call mine, I've seen so many go and take their own lives over guilt, hatred, or even thoughts of their own fear, like as if no one was there to lend an ear or even hear their lonely cries for help. No more love for themselves, no more love for the world, hanging from the top shelf or the top bunk with their own belt. Can you explain to me why the heck am I even here? What is my purpose in life, and what is this pain that I feel? What is this pain that I feel? These traumatic scars of memories now past. Why did I even go over there? Did I choose the right path to go and fight a war, taking lives that weren't mine? These scars will always be there, but eventually will heal with time. And now all you want to do is take your life off the line, but in the end I know it's not worth it. There's always that one thing to keep you going, keep you up, and that's hope. Just gotta know how to work it. It's worth it.
And be sure to share this hotline number with your battle buddies and any other veterans that may need help, and help us continue the mission of saving a veteran's life. Again, that suicide prevention hotline is 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. This ad is brought to you in part by the men and women of our armed forces and Team MHX, Mountain High 10 Radio.
Step in the spot, I throw money. 400 in the engine, that's gold money. Stacks hella dum-dum, that's dope money. I don't look at tags, I blow money. Trees in the backyard, that's grow money. Cash in the freezer, that's cold money. You don't feel me though, you got no money. I don't look at tags, I blow money. I keep a fader in the back with the 12. Yep. Whip sick, though it's clean as Purell. I got cats so tall that if I stack it in the ball, double B like what the hell? Be in the back with the pimps and the players. Your nigga muggy, he a simp and he hate us. We don't trip off them haters. If it wasn't for all them fakers, all the cake that we reckon we wouldn't make it. She got an ass that'll move like a yo-yo. So bad, gotta put it on a GoPro. I got side bitches going to colleges for the knowledge bowl. They be going for the gold though. Yo, they wanna kick it like a dojo. Greenbacks made Coco Loco. A Puerto Rican that's freaking, and if she want it, I'ma crush her power puff like a mojo Jojo. When I step in the spot, I throw money. 400 in the engine, that's gold money. Stacks hella dum-dum, that's dope money. I don't look at tags, I blow money. Trees in the backyard, that's grow money. Cash in the freezer, that's cold money. You don't feel me though, you got no money. I don't look at tags, I blow money. If you looking straight up, that's crow money. If you looking over there, that's more money. If you riding with us, then that's your money. But if not, then believe me, taking your money. Hey, we all about the Benjis. I can see why these other niggas envy. I can see why the story's always been me. Anyone challenge me getting cooked like kimchi. Man, we getting wild with the neighbors. Then we calling up a couple annihilators. I'm talking chicks that are sweet as a bitch, ready to take green, get baked, shake their money makers. I sit back on my leisure because my Gouda is thicker than peanut butter in the freezer. Yeah, and if that lady wanna trip, Donald Trump or higher than fire that shit. When I step in the spot, I throw money. 400 in the engine, that's gold money. Stacks hella dum-dum, that's dope money. I don't look at tags, I blow money. Trees in the backyard, that's grow money. Cash in the freezer, that's cold money. You don't feel me though, you got no money. I don't look at tags, I blow money. Showing understand is I'm the man and your nigga ain't fucking with me. With a grand in my hand, I'm the rubber band man. Got stacks, got cash, got cream. I got these racks, now I got these tracks. Now I'm eating good with no manners. But if you fucking with the dream, I will go green. This entire team called a dude Bruce Banner. Had to see, I'm a beast with the dollars. If it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Ever since I was 4'11", I reached for the dollars. Now me and these ends are the best of friends. Got a fetish for Fetty. Like, nigga, you ready? Finna go bust out these bricks. We make the money flip, fucking dummy quick. Cause your boy Jack Frost the shit. Hey, when I step in the spot, I throw money. 400 in the engine, that's gold money. Stacks hella dum-dum, that's dope money. I don't look at tags, I blow money. Trees in the backyard, that...
www.mixler.com.
I've been doing this a minute.
Let me turn my music down. There we go. Now y'all can hear me. How's everybody doing this morning? It's your boy, the Sarge, Mountain High 10 Radio. Welcome to episode number 25, Sarge's Wake and Bake Hour. Going on 4 seasons. And still going, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing this fine morning? Not too bad. Still cold as fuck outside. But it's definitely, the sun has decided to peek its head out and bless this day with a absolutely beautiful morning, sunny and snowy morning. Where was this snow at when Christmas was around? You know what I mean? Everybody dreams about having a white Christmas, but I don't know if it's global warming or if it's global freezing or what's going on. But Christmas just hasn't been white. All the white stuff has been coming after Christmas. I'm just hoping that we're not going to have one of those winters again where it snows all the way until May. I don't know if you remember, if any of you guys in Colorado remember that a few years ago. And that was actually like my first experience with winter in Colorado. And it was very expected. But now that I've been living in it for a few years, it's been kind of weird. It's like, why is it snowing now? Why isn't it snowing in December, January, November, when it's supposed to snow, right? Shout out to some of our new supporters on here, Mountain High 10 Radio and Wacky Tacky and Shatter Batter. Make sure you guys go check them out. Also, shout out to our sponsors out there, Ace Lone Ponds, and what is it, Hellraisers, Tattoos, and Piercings. If you guys are trying to get your piercings or your ink on, make sure you guys go check them out. And for all your pawn needs, electrical, firearms, household, and just crazy trinkets and novelties and stuff, make sure you guys go check out Ace Lone Ponds at the Platte location, Platte Avenue, and South Academy. That's right. Sarge, it's snowing in H-Town. I seen that. There is snow everywhere, guys. How are you guys enjoying that? Especially all you guys in the warmer areas like Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. How are you guys dealing with this snow? I'm laughing inside. I truly am laughing inside. My mother-in-law sent us some pictures from El Paso, Texas. Apparently there's a lot of snow going on over there as well. But for all you Texans out there, I know how you guys get. When the first snowfall comes. So be careful. Be careful out there. Shout out to everybody tuning in with us. We got Dre from 719 Art Lab. We got Zach, good morning. Daniel Walton from the 719. Sadie, good morning. I'm trying to load up my profile. I don't know why it's not. I'm feeling I gotta restart my phone real quick. I'm gonna restart it and see if that works. But tune in with us here on www.mixler.com/MountainHighXRadio CO or on the Mixler or TuneIn app. You can download from your Google Play Store, or if you support communism and own an Apple iPhone, you can still find us from your Apple Store. Just download Mixler, MIXLR, or the TuneIn app, TUNEIN, and search Mountain High X Radio CO and hit that follow button and make us your #1 internet radio station, pushing out nationwide and worldwide, 365 days, getting all your local and nothing but your local up-and-coming artists pushed out nationwide and worldwide. And we take music from other local up-and-coming artists from other states and cities and worldwide too, and get them pushed out nationwide and worldwide as well. So submit your music MP3 or WAV format to MountainHighXRadio@gmail.com. Please, no links. Also submit your MP4 music videos at that same email address as well. Again, that's MountainHighXRadio@gmail.com. And we can get your music videos on our Roku TV platform coming up in March. But we can get them on the Boogie Bang Radio or Boogie Bang TV platform on Roku in the meantime, until we get our platform up. So, you got 3 inches? That's all you got? I wish I was going live on my phone. I'd be able to show you what it looks like here through the phone. But unfortunately, we're here in the office with a pretty static I wish I wanna. Yeah, welcome to the studio, guys. Here we go. Boom. It's a little bit of a mess. I definitely got to clean it up some. But we got upcoming interviews coming up this week, this Friday, with Talisa Ann for our upcoming TV series, The Scene. Right, you got like 7 and it's 5 degrees outside. Hunter Gardner, good morning. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for popping in here and saying what's up. I couldn't even tell you how many inches we've got here in Colorado, but I've been seeing everybody post up their weather report on social media. I've been seeing some -2s, some -7s, some -5s. It's cold out there, guys. It's cold out there. So definitely stay warm, stay safe, drive safe. Put on that, what is that, that tire traction. If you guys have that, get out your all-wheel drives, rear-wheel drives. Stay away from your front-wheel drives, which kind of sucks because our Dodge Grand Caravan is a front-wheel drive. So it's a little bit kind of tricky to drive in the snow. But if you could drive a minivan or drive a Dodge Grand Caravan in the snow, then you can drive anything in the fucking snow. I see my buddies roll around in their 4-banger manual drive vehicles in the snow too. So, oh, your phone says 1 degree. Well, here it's not as horrible as it was last night, because I went out this morning, check out the weather. I do my personal little window watcher weather report before I come on here, so I have an idea of what to report as far as weather. But this morning, evidently, I opened the door and it didn't really freeze my toes instantly, like it has the last couple days. Right? You drive a Coca-Cola truck. Right? If you could drive a Coca-Cola truck, well, you could drive a big truck in the snow. They're a little bit easier to drive in the snow because they have a bigger diesel engine. They have all-wheel drive. They're a little bit more sturdier. Unless you get one of those really top-heavy. As long as your truck is not top-heavy, you'll be all right, especially on those turns. Definitely take it a little bit slower on the turns, especially with bigger trucks. So, right, we got rolling brown out too. Our power has been off since 3 a.m. Oh no, that means you guys are gonna be cold. I've had that happen to me a couple years ago. It was actually in May with our last snowstorm a couple years ago, and it snowed. The snow was so heavy that it was knocking down these big ass branches from our older trees, and just knocking them down, knocking out whole ass branches. One time we had a whole branch that had like a huge thing, a branch that was like this fucking thick, and we had to have somebody come out with a chainsaw and come break them down and clean it up, and luckily we were able to keep that wood, and keep it for firewood, so that was a plus. But when it knocked down our branch, it knocked down our power lines, which run right next to our house and into our property. It knocked out our power for like 4 hours, and we were fucking cold as shit. And we had to wait till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock for the electric company to come out and fix our power lines. Ooh, that was rough. Good morning, Wolf. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yours a rear wheel. See, rear wheels work a hell of a lot better in the snow than front wheels. Tonka trucks, John Deere, and Home Depot. Right? I miss the big trucks. I miss driving the MRAPs. I miss driving the Max Pro Dash, and that was the top heaviest one that we had, as far as MRAPs. So if you can drive that and take it on 35-mile-an-hour turns in the snow, then I would say you're a badass fucking driver. But of course, we're starting the morning. It's finally 5 minutes into our hour. We start a little bit earlier this morning. As I see, it's a matter of when I start this live feed and then when everybody tunes in. But we got a whole bunch of people tuned in this morning, so we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna come back right after this. We're gonna load up our cone of golden lemons. We got some golden lemons still. Just got a little bit left. We're gonna finish off before we buy some more weed for this week. And we're going to talk a little bit about some news. We got some news articles coming up for you. We got some, in the news, scientists stumble across a sea creature underneath Antarctica. We've got some delays with some SpaceX missions due to the weather. We've got the Perseverance, NASA's Perseverance rover, touching down on Mars this week. We're going to go in a little bit about that too, as well. And we'll talk about some off the subject topics that you guys bring up as well. You know, get you guys engaged and interacting this morning. So tune in with us here on the Sarges Wake and Bake Hour. Mountain High 10 Radio, waking and baking your morning and starting your morning off right here on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Make sure you guys give us a follow. We'll be back right after this. Don't go nowhere. Boom.
Go out and be a player. Sipping on Hennessy, a million bitches want me. My nigga passed the herb, I took a toke, I'm staying true. Cause whatever he down with, I'm down with it too. So don't get full of that alcohol in the club and think you bad. Cause if y'all niggas start fucking up, somebody gon' kick your ass. Now who's that making that funky noise? It's the lobster coming through with all his boys. Fucked up and let a nigga get the right place and time. So now, fools, I'm going for mine. Motherfuckers,
Niggas holla how you do that day.
From New York to Oklahoma, nigga, we don't care.
I hear they holla how you do that day.
Minnesota to Michigan, we don't care.
Give a fuck, niggas holla how you do that day.
Illinois to Indiana, nigga, we don't care.
I hear they holla how you do that day.
Cause two niggas is violent and we don't care. How we do that, yeah. How we do that, yeah.
I don't wanna be that way. I don't wanna feel that pain. I just wanna live this way.
Hey, wait, I don't wanna play your game, and I don't wanna change my ways. I'm gone off that dope, I can't feel my face. Hey, wait, I don't wanna be that way. I don't wanna feel that pain. I just wanna leave this place and change my name. Hey, wait, I don't wanna play your game, and I don't wanna change my ways. I'm gone off that dope, I can't feel my face. Hey, wait, I don't wanna be that way. I don't wanna feel that pain. I just wanna leave this place and change my name. Look at the mess that you made of me. You left me broken, I feel incomplete, and I still can't believe that you do that to me. Girl, why you do that to me? We were in love, now we're enemies. But don't worry about me. I got these drugs that keep me company. But don't worry about me. Hey, wait, I don't wanna play your game, and I don't wanna change my ways. I'm gone off that dope, I can't feel my face. Hey, wait, I don't wanna be that way. I don't wanna feel that pain. I just wanna leave this place and change my name. Hey, wait, I don't wanna play your game, and I don't wanna change my ways. I'm gone off that dope, I can't feel my face. Hey, wait, I don't wanna be that way. I don't wanna feel that pain. I just wanna leave this place and change my name.
How'd you like that?
Squad.
What you want me to stay there and do nothing?
A1.
Ain't no fucking going. Ain't no puta with me.
UKE.
I'm Tony Montana, a political prisoner.
First close my eyes, shout out Pablo. Only thing I wanted was a bankroll. Bought up in the jungle.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're back here on the Sarges Wake and Bake Hour, waking and baking your morning, starting your morning off right. Connor, what's up? We got Mac Millie in the house. We got Wolf Bacardi in the house from El Paso, Texas. We got Dre from 719 Art Lab. Good morning. Damn, fucking Wolf killing it on the comments today. Make sure you guys donate stars. If you support and like our live feed, make sure you guys show your support by donating stars to our live feed. You can purchase stars right below by the comment section. and hook us up with some stars. Show us some love. Show us some support. Or you can donate $1 or more at the Cash App, $ New Lungs for Sarge MHX. Today we ain't got any dabs, so there's no new lungs today. No new lungs. We're smoking some good old-fashioned flower, which doesn't hurt my lungs as bad as dabs. It really doesn't. Marcus Marijuana, we got Con Man Kitty in the house too. What's up, Johnny Wicked, Matt Pritchard? What's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So in the news today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so starting in the news today, it is currently, it's for the weather. The official weather brought to you in part by the Weather Channel. It is currently negative 10 degrees today. Going to get into the high of 15 degrees and a low of 3 today. Tomorrow, going to see some more snow tomorrow and Wednesday. But today and Thursday, especially today, we're getting a little bit of a break from that snow. So enjoy it while you can. Go out there, go sledding, take your kids out. I know North Middle School, they only got like one class on Mondays, and then the rest of the day they have off today. So definitely take advantage of today, and then Thursday clearing back up with a high of 26 degrees and a low of 8. So in the news, scientists have stumbled across sea creatures underneath Antarctica. So there's stocked animals. So these aren't really sea creatures that you would typically picture, like a sea monster or a fish or anything like that. We're talking about still living organisms, but able to live under the oceans underneath Antarctica. Well, there still is some rock formation, but a lot of sponges and stocked animals that they're finding, which normally wouldn't be able to survive in these cold waters of Antarctica. So animals have been found living on the seafloor underneath Antarctica in what was previously thought to be an uninhibited wasteland. 2 types of filter-feeding sea sponges were spotted attached to a boulder at the bottom of the ocean by scientists from the British Antarctic Survey. The explorers dropped the camera down a borehole which went through 3,000 feet of solid ice before plunging into a frigid Antarctic Ocean underneath. In the pitch black of the unexplored marine frontier, the researchers found evidence of life in the negative 2.2 Celsius degree water, and the first stationary animals ever seen in this habitat. These currently unidentified species are more than 200 miles from the nearest food source, but appear to be thriving despite the arduous existence. This part of the world is one of the last truly unexplored regions of the world, as floating ice shelves have made it impossible to study the ocean beneath. More than 1.5 billion square kilometers, an area bigger than the UK, Germany, Spain, and Italy combined, is covered by this fortress of ice. As a result, only an area the size of a tennis court has been explored at all, thanks to 8 boreholes drilled through the ice. The exploration has study that has been done in this area have been primitive by modern standards, as accessibility is so difficult due to the extreme weather. The discovery is one of the fortunate accidents that pushes ideas in different directions and shows us that the Antarctic marine life is incredibly special and amazingly adapted to a frozen world. So very, very, very interesting. That's pretty cool. The South Pole. So Earth lost a record 28 trillion tons of ice between 1994 and 2017. The record-breaking 28 trillion tons of ice, enough to cover the whole of the UK in sheet over 300 feet thick, melted from the face of the Earth between 1994 and 2017. Researchers from the University of Leeds carried out the first ever global survey of ice loss during data collected from satellites orbiting our planet. The team found that the annual rate of ice increased by 65% over the 23 years period, going from 0.8 trillion tons of in the 90s up to 1.3 trillion tons. The accelerating melt, which continues to get worse, has been driven largely by steep increases in loss from the polar ice sheets in Antarctica and Greenland. Ice melt serves to raise sea levels across the globe, increase the risk of flooding to coastal communities, and endangers natural habitats that wildlife depend on. So yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. New life being found underneath Antarctica. How cool is that? and not only exploring other worlds and other spatial bodies out there, but getting into our own world and learning a little bit more about our own world and our own oceans and what's underneath there. And I think like over 80% of the ocean still hasn't been explored. So and speaking of our weather here in the United States, the Falcon 9 rocket was scheduled to launch 60 new Starlink satellites into orbit from Cape Canaveral Space Station in Florida at 11:21 p.m. Eastern Time before SpaceX made the call to stand down on yesterday. The mission is now expected to launch a day later, tonight, SpaceX says in an update. A little bit clearer skies, still cold, still snow on the ground, but much clearer skies compared to the last few days and before it starts back up tomorrow and Wednesday, guys. So due to unfavorable weather tonight, now targeting Monday, February 15th at 10:59 p.m. Eastern Time, the Falcon 9's launch for 60 Starlink satellites. As of Sunday, there are 60% chance of good launch weather on Monday night. So we're going to be shooting off some more of them internet satellites, brought to you in part by Elon Musk. Negative 18. It hasn't gone that cold since 1895. Holy shit, guys. Marcus, we got Conman Kitty coming in, spitting us with some facts this morning. Fuck yeah. Some history facts. That's why I like it. Thank you so much, Hash Beeves, for your donations, for your star donations. You are officially our second stars donator here on Mountain High 10 Radio. So thank you so much for your support. For you guys supporting and donating Mountain High 10 Radio, make sure you guys donate your stars with us today. Hell yeah, thank you so much, Hash. You're the bee's knees, my friend. You are the bee's knees. And then exploring other worlds, ladies and gentlemen. NASA's Perseverance rover nears touchdown on Mars this week after a 300 million mile journey. It has finally arrived. Finally arrived, guys. I am so happy about this. Average temperatures that hover around negative 81 degrees on Mars. A thin carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere, sometimes rendered opaque by planet-wide dust storms that can even be seen from Earth. Gravity. That's just 1/3 of what humans have evolved to tolerate. But the red planet's features tell a different story. Looking at photos captured by satellites in orbit, it doesn't take much imaging to see Mars. Mars was likely once home to rivers of running water and enormous crater lakes. With the right conditions, perhaps this planet that gets its rusty color from iron oxide-rich rocks could once have been suitable for life, or at least life as we know it. The dichotomy has left experts asking one of the most difficult to answer questions in science today. What happened to Mars, and can the same thing happen here on Earth? We know that Mars has a bad past. We used our Spirit and Opportunity rovers in 2003 to follow the water and search for answers as to why this once ocean world is now dry and desolate. Following those missions come our Curiosity rover, which landed on Mars in 2012 and is still operating. And now, next week, we have a new rover that will be exploring the Martian surface this week. Let's give it up to NASA's Perseverance, our next step in our evolution in space travel and space exploration, guys. Hell yeah. Nico Cash and in the house, Houston, Texas. Thank you for tuning in with us. We're going to relight this joint because I've been talking too much. So really exciting news in the space world today, and just the advancement of space exploration really fascinates the hell out of me. And then last thing before we go into our next break, where is it? It was about the United States Space Force. Oh, here it is. All right. So the United States Space Force has ended up dumping Northrop and Blue Origin in the favor of Boeing, Lockheed, and SpaceX. So, our new military force, SpaceX or Space Force, created to utilize and defend and protect our spatial borders and to assist in the exploration and the advancement of space advancement, essentially. U.S. Space Force is now teaming up in favor with Boeing, Lockheed, and SpaceX and dumping old businesses such as Northrop and Blue Origin. So 3 years ago, when Northrop predecessors company Orbital ATK announced a program to build its very first heavy lift rocket, the Omega A. And Microsoft News, and this is according to the Motley Fool. They predict that the rocket may not get built. First, Orbital and later Northrop desire to grab a piece of the lucrative market for launching large satellites into orbit. Certainly understandable, especially with billions of dollars worth of new Pentagon launch contracts coming up. But the truth was that between the United Launch Alliance's Atlas V, Delta IV, and upcoming Vulcan sent to our rockets, SpaceX Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, and Envision Starship, Blue Origin's planned New Glenn, and the multiple heavy lift rocket being operated abroad by Ariane, by Roscosmos, and Roscosmos, and by China, the world was simply awash in big rockets. There wasn't room for one more. There just isn't room for any more. There's enough competition out there as far as that. And now Omega A is once and for all dead. Take a good look. This may be the last time you see Northrop Grumman Omega A rocket. And yeah. So, I can go into a little bit more detail, but it's a lot of information if you guys want to learn about the history of this doomed rocket and why it failed overall. But pretty much that was the overall reason why it failed, because of the competition now with Boeing, Lockheed, and SpaceX now in the game. The Northrop rocket, Omega A rocket, is now obsolete and no longer useful. It's like there's no use for it. There's no purpose for it anymore. So, but we're going to take a quick break. Quick 2-minute break, guys. Tune in with us. Like and share this video. Get everybody tuned in with us here on Mountain High 10 Radio. Sarges Wake and Bake Hour. Waking and baking your morning and start your morning off right. We're going to restart this, Jay, right when we come back. And we'll get into your comments and your thoughts for today. So go on there, hop on a Mixler, drop your requests of your local artist, or drop them on here on Facebook Live. If there's a local artist you want to hear, make sure, one, that they have our music, and two, if we do have their music, we'll play it. So hop on the mixler.com/MountainHighXRadio.co and drop your request on the chat, and tune in with us 24/7, 365 days, pushing out nationwide and worldwide all your local up-and-coming independent artists. But we'll be back right after this. Don't go nowhere. Invite all your friends on here this morning. Waking and baking your morning and starting your morning off right.
Now they all recognize he real love. Used to have no hoes, but now I pull hoes at will. They see that I'm about this, yeah, and they feel that confidence. He got an aura to himself, boss, still finished vibe hella strong where you can't even doubt him. Mr. Last Place finished, moved up where the runners won't even line up there without him. Nigga, please don't doubt him. I'm flyer than I'm probably getting here, smoking blunts in the cockpit. You know I got this shit on live. Like the sale of a death row inmate in great misled. Even with his eyes on your man, better watch what your friends say. Money make the man, nah man, make the money. That's the problem when you're young, misguided out here in the streets. Same nigga standing by the side with the same that was hanging out the ride. He was out here and didn't wanna be broke. Now I'm aiming for 100 million. I'm the flyest thing alive and I'm catching all eyes in here. When you met me, I was broke. When you met me, I was broke, bitch. Now I'm aiming for 100 million. Flyest thing alive, there's 100 bitches all in here, and they all gon' fuck, cause I got my change up. Anywhere, anytime, you don't wanna see your girl become mine, then you better step your game up. And they all gon' fuck, cause I got my change up. Anywhere, anytime, you don't wanna bet your wallet gets mine, then you better step your game up.
When they met me, I was post, sleeping out in the cold, no joke. Always looking for another meal. Street lights be the clock when you out on the block, you know how that feel. Mom's not around, gotta pay them bills. Made it through the struggle, know the change so real. First you get some money, then you make that bill. All I want is honest, I won't chase no deal. I'ma break through the pavement and raise that hell. Face it, I'm just another statement. The fake kid who always said this bullshit is amazing. I made it, and all you pussy niggas getting vanquished. Amen. Take it off, I'm jumping in a spaceship. Blazing, confidence is on a skyscraper. I'ma see a lot of y'all later. You gotta know I'm all about paper. I'm gifted with wisdom. With the words, I just mix them. That's true lyricism. Too quick with the written. All I need is a minute to get down to business. I spit it, I master, I mix it, I'm finished. Release it and tag them to see if they listen. If they think it's whack, then I'm not even tripping. Cause music comes second to business. I ain't tryna be broke.
Now I'm aiming for 100 million. I'm the flyest thing alive and I'm catching all eyes in here. When you met me, I was broke. When you met me, I was broke, bitch. Now I'm aiming for 100 million. I'm the flyest thing alive. There's 100 bitches all in here, and they all gon' fuck. Cause I got my change up. Anywhere, anytime, you don't wanna see your girl become mine, then you better step your game up. And they all gon' fuck. Cause I got my change up. Anywhere, anytime, you don't wanna bet your wallet gets mine, then you better step your game up.
You're tuned in right here on Mountain High 10 Radio, Sarges Wake and Bake Hour, waking and baking your morning and starting your morning off right. Marcus, man, I've lost worse things than an ashtray. That's why, dude, I have, and you know what, ashtrays are crazy. You gotta have like a no shit ashtray, especially in my situation. I don't lose my ashtrays, but I have a bad habit of not utilizing my ashtray. Like what I need is an actual glass ashtray that looks like an ashtray, that acts like an ashtray, that is an ashtray. An ashtray. An ashtray or an ashtray. We can say it like regular English people, or we can say it like Sean Connery, like an ashtray. But I have a purple plate. And it even has written ashtray on it. And I still don't end up using it. And I still be ashing in my dab containers that are sitting right in front of me. It's a little bit more convenient. It's like, but it's funny because it literally clearly says ashtray on it, and I'll be smoking around with a whole bunch of people, and they still won't use it. It's like, you got an ashtray? Yeah. That purple plate that's sitting right in front of you, that's got big black letters that says ashtray. That's the ashtray. Good morning, J. William Fox. Thank you for tuning in. But Marcus, right? How do you lose an ashtray? I've lost worse things. It's better than, I don't know if it's, actually it might be worse than losing a lighter. But I do have a story though. So one time I was in the Army, and we went to school. We went to MRAP University down in Texarkana, and we stayed at a hotel. So one of my squad leaders decides he bought me this one of those big lighters, the ones that are like this big, that you can't fucking lose it. For the main purpose of the fact that I kept losing lighters. I kept having to ask for his lighter. It's like, where the fuck is your lighter? I'm like, I don't know, I lost my lighter. So he buys me this big ass lighter, and it even says big ass lighter on it, right? And it's like, dude, if you lose this, I don't know what to tell you. Like, so he gives it to me, and not even 20 minutes later, I end up losing that bitch. Like, no shit, losing it. Which I don't know how you lose a big-ass lighter this big. And I've lost even worse things. I just lost my ID. I just lost my ID card a couple days ago. I think it's going on day 4, and I still haven't found it. Yesterday, I just lost my SUV keys. I've been trying to look all over for them bitches, and I still can't find them. And I think it is possibly a lack of my vitamin D. So apparently my doctor says vitamin D will make you lose your memory. Well, you ever, because he was like, if you ever had days where like you lost your keys or your phone, you had no idea where it was. It's like, yeah, and I'm having that week actually. And apparently that's due to a lack of vitamin D. So I might have to literally start taking my vitamin D pills again. Or at least get out in the sun, get some vitamin D, get my memory back, get those neurons and shit sparking. Get them working again, get the pistons working. Just boom, 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 boom. Right? Get my engine, get my motor running. And out on the highway. I'm looking for adventure. Or whatever comes my way. Right? See the sparks flying on in my brain cells. Vitamin D kicking in. Oh, that's where my ID is. Oh, that's where my keys are. I wish it worked like that. I really did. But really, good luck on your ashtray and finding your ashtray, Marcus. I really do hope you find that, because I hate ashing everywhere. Look at this. Look at this. This is accidental. See, I gotta clean that shit up. I gotta clean my whole office up. Oh no! I was trying to blow that ash away, and I accidentally blew into my weed grinder and just blew all my fucking keef out. Shit. Yeah. Starting to look like a trap table. Good morning, J. William Fox. Thank you for tuning in with us. Russia is sending supplies. Yeah, we're talking about SpaceX. SpaceX. Oh, also, another announcement. We have postponed, if you guys haven't noticed, we have postponed. That's right. I love that word. I love saying words. We have postponed our Death Nut Challenge to this Saturday, guys. To this Saturday. My buddy Matt Pritchard was in contact with somebody at the plasma center that was tested positive for COVID, so he had to get a COVID test. Make sure he's not dirty. He should be getting his results today. Or tomorrow, but we push it out to this Saturday, so it's either a go or a go this Saturday. It's either a green light or a go this Saturday. If he's clear, he'll be here. If he's not, then we're gonna continue doing it this Saturday. We're gonna move on and go forward with doing the Death Nut Challenge this Saturday at noon. Pay-per-view event, guys. $1.99 access. Only $2 to access to see me take down some peanuts, some spicy fucking peanuts. 13 million Scoville plus 2 times Carolina Reaper and Moruga Scorpion. This is 3 times hotter than my Packy One Chip Challenge that I did a few months ago with Matt Pritchard, and you can go onto my timeline or our page and watch the Packy One Chip Challenge. It is part 2. If you guys are looking at the list of videos, it is part 2 because there's 3 parts to it. But it's part 2, the main event. But again, yeah, so we have to postpone that to next Saturday, guys. But we're definitely going to put on a show for you guys. It's definitely going to be entertaining. You're still going to see me get fucked up. And like I said, it's only $2. $2 to support, guys. $2 to support. Which ain't shit. That ain't shit. That should be like chump change, guys. Chump change. Throw your dimes together. Get me 200 dimes. Put them on your card. And get your purchase on Facebook Live, and that's going down at noon. We'll be going live promptly at noon. So tune in with us here, and it'll be on the event page. And you can go find the event page on the Mountain High X Radio official page. Do you have discounts for the disabled? No, not really. I'm disabled, and I'm doing it. I'm doing the challenge. But we will have a live crowd during this challenge. So I think I got my buddy Cletus that's coming through. I've got I think I've got Alan 420 and Lady Latina that are gonna be coming by and spectating this event live in person. They're from the Frequency and Syndicate Empire Radio. So we have a few people that are going to be here live. We'll have Matt and Christy's wife, or Matt's wife, Christy, up in here. We'll have my wife. We'll have some friends up in here. We'll have the team. I don't know if Damien's coming through or Kelly's coming through for that this weekend. Oh, and speaking of Kelly, don't forget to tune in to Medicinal Music later today, at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, with Miss Tari, guys. Coming at you every Mondays at 2 with your smoke out sesh and your music. So make sure you guys tune in. She's got a couple cool topics today. Let me see. I'll go over a little bit of what she's going to talk about. Alright, so, yeah, that's a long ass script. Gonna be on the 20th. She's gonna talk about the peanut challenge. Missing murdered indigenous women. Talk a little bit about the Trump impeachment. A little bit some updates on the Trump impeachment as well. We'll talk a little bit about Michigan because that's her home state, Michigan, but she's here in Colorado. So of course you gotta tap in a little bit with Michigan and all the people over there in Michigan, and you know, the cannabis stuff that's going on over there. .420 show. She's gonna talk a little bit about the 420 show as well, which we're in the works for. We're locking in our final artist officially. We've got one more metal band. We've got Miliano Misfit and Nico Cash, and we're locking in, and we are fully booked. I cannot fit any more people on the bill for April 17th. We're back. 420 or Shutdown Can't Stop Us 420 event. Let's see if we can actually, you know what, let's do this. Let's put this flyer up real quick. Add image, new image, add source, browse, and then we're gonna let's see, where is my flyer? Where is my flyer? My flyer. Where is my flyer? Huh? How come my flyer's not coming up? Where is my flyer? Oh, there it is. It's all the way up there, that's why. Alright. So there you have it. I'm going to put this up real quick for you all to see. Transition. Boom. Alright, so the flyer's not fully done yet, guys. The flyer is not fully done yet, but it's going down April 17th. We've got a lot more artists in this. This isn't even the updated flyer, but we've got acts from, opening acts from Pete Creepy, T Royal, Joe Max, Spliff G, and more. We got DJ 6ix9ine on the ones and twos. We got Beano B headlining in our main metal act. Please stand by. And it's hosted by comedian Genevieve Murdoch. And we're going to have vendors, food trucks, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys come out. And come out and support that. That's going to be a hell of a time, guys. One of our bigger events. And then one of our even bigger events is going to be going down this summer. And I've already got artists hitting me up to book that slot as well. Levity wants to get in. Levity, as far as vendors, Dre, if it's a vendor, lock them in with Nathan. Lock them in with Nathan and just make sure I get the logo. And I can add that on the flyer as well. That's right, guys. So make sure you guys come out and support that. We'll have 719 Art Labs. We'll have Rocky Mountain Brewery sponsoring it. Ace Lone Ponds, Rockin' Cupcakes and Treats. Do I have Rockin' Cupcakes logo on there? Why don't I have their logo on there? What the fuck? I am slacking. Let me see this real quick. Let me check. Do I? No, I don't. I need to get Rockin' Cupcakes logo up on there as well. So, but yeah, if Levity, if they're a vendor, we definitely have vendor slots left. All the music acts are booked. For May, I am looking for live bands that want to perform. End of May. End of June, I am looking for stand-up comedians that want to perform. And July, summer, end of July, we'll be back with hip-hop. We'll be back with our main hip-hop show this summer, end of July. Our Summer Showdown 2. That's right, Summer Showdown, number 2, guys. Summer Showdown. They're dispo. They want to do a drawing. Yes! Definitely for 420. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We want them. Lock them in. Lock them in. Tell Nathan to lock them in. Let's get it. Let's get it. Do we have Narte 22 on there too? I'm surprised Narte 22 hasn't hit us up. We've also got what, Unicorn Candy Gang? What is it? Unicorn something. Where's their logo? Unicorn Fluff Gang Company, Candy Company. So we got Candy. That's gonna be there. We got Candy. Yeah, everybody loves candy, even adults. This show is 21 and up. Even though this show is 21 and up, yes, we still love candy. Who doesn't love candy? But anyway, what happened to my music? What happened? Oh shit, I know what happened to my music. I accidentally X'd out. Yup, I accidentally X'd out of my browser. God damn it. There we go. There's our music. We got it back. Oh, man. All right, so we covered the Peanut Challenge. We covered 420. We covered our next upcoming events. So if you guys are on here, and especially vendors and food trucks at our locations at Rocky Mountain, the Cauldron Outdoor Arts Gallery and Events, and at Ace Lone Ponds South, we are definitely looking to bring our vendors and food trucks together as part of our showcase, of our showcase here at Mountain High 10 Radio. So definitely link up with us, connect with us. We have dates, we have opportunities that you guys can come out. We want you guys to come out. There'll be guaranteed followings. You'll definitely get some business, and there are definitely 2 locations we have for you guys to come out and showcase your products or your food trucks. So definitely Be a part of our community here at Mountain High 10 Radio. Now rebranding to Mountain High 10 Entertainment. So that's exciting as well. We got some Tross blasting out nationwide and worldwide on Mixlr.com/MountainHighXRadio.co. We also got some old school Beano B, some Truth Hurts. We got some Lil T and Stag, some Nina 9, and some more. We'll actually gonna bump this. We're gonna bump this. We'll put Beano B's Truth Hurts at the end, but we're gonna put Sad Boys, that new freshness by Beano B and Mob Guns Mickey. That's right. You can go check out their music video on Facebook, on social media as well. My boy Eric's calling. Hold up. All right. So we're going to take another quick break before we get out of here for the day, guys. We're almost out of time, but tune in. Like I said, we got some Sad Boys from Beano B coming up. We got some Little T Stag. We've got some Nina 9 coming up, but we'll be back right after Sad Boys on Mountain High 10 Radio. Sarges Wake Bake Hour. Let's get it.
Hello Kitty posters and I
have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Moonlight.
This is Mountain High 10 TV. It's entertainment on your screen, on your Roku and Fire Stick TV, via podcast, Apple TV, and Android TV app. Brought to you in partnership with Colorado Underground. Hey.
Chasing paper chosen, don't be mad, boy. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking sad boys. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking sad boys. Ain't no sad boys, always getting cash, boys. Ain't paper chasing, paper chosen, don't be mad, boy. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking sad boys. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking. All I've been doing is living my life, I've been spending money on some links. All I've been doing is getting a check, they be pulling up in the Brinks. Louis on my belt, Gucci on my feet, you know my outfit is clean. Got people for this, got people for that, my team is so beautifully schemed. Got my Grammys on my shelf, got my granny living well. On my knees being felt, all my niggas looking trail. Got a house up in the hills, got dealers for the pills. And I can bless your life, I ain't gon' pay the bills. These bitches want to know me, it ain't hard to tell. These snitches want to tell, but they too scared to tell. They know I handle business and I do it well. And when you wake up, my name rings just like a bell. We done came up, what the fuck is there to be afraid of? Labels pay up, but before the money I was famous. They degrade us, but all of the haters are faceless. I'm the greatest, and I did it all while I was faded. Ain't no sad boys, always getting cash, boys. Ain't paper chasing, paper chosen, don't be mad, boy. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking sad boys. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking sad boys. Ain't no sad boys, always getting cash, boys. Ain't paper chasing, paper chosen, don't be mad, boy. sad boys, ain't no fucking sad boys. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking. Get to the cash, all y'all sad, know how we move. Show us no love, put on the glove, slump out the room. Hop at the booth, locking the jug, pushing the needle. I am the plug, running them out. They're running it on the most, still ain't enough. Sipping the Tennessee, swerving the lanes. Oh, acting messy, stuck in their ways. I wanna test me, running the game. Y'all wanna chop, I'm afraid that we bang, bang, bang. Afraid that we bang, bang, bang. Afraid that we bang. Then that we bleed like stay. Surfing the waves, we running the train. Ain't no sad boys, always getting cash, boys. And paper chasing, paper chosen, don't be mad, boy. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking sad boys. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking sad boys. Ain't no sad boys, always getting cash, boys. Ain't paper chasing, paper chosen, don't be mad, boy. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking sad boys. Ain't no sad boys, ain't no fucking.
All right. We are live back here on the Sarges Wake and Bake Hour, waking and baking your morning and starting your morning off right. We got some of my boy Wolf in the background with some of that little instrumentalization for you guys, for your ears. Thank you, Wolf. Appreciate it. And make sure you guys are waking and baking with us. Let us know what you guys are smoking on this morning. And tune in and follow us on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. You can follow us on Twitch TV, MountainHighXRadio. You can follow us on YouTube at MountainHigh10Radio. And you follow us here on Facebook. Make sure you guys follow us on all our groups and all our pages. Our 420 Influence page, our Team MHX Gaming page. We've got Miss Tari, medicinal music with Miss Tari coming up later today. So make sure you guys tune in live with her. And make sure you guys catch Damian Gary on a Wednesdays with Can of What on at noons right here on Mountain High 10 Radio. Oh yeah, I see what's going on with this mix, man. That's the only track I have sent to my email. But we'll definitely get a few more. We'll definitely get it on EDM section. And for all you EDM cats out there, make sure you guys go check out Team MHX Beat Snipers Productions. Hey, and we got that little stag. Little T and Stag. Sorry, Little T and Stag. Mind Trick from House of Dankness. Hell yeah, we got that Golden Lemons from Seed and Smith up in Denver. Whoo, I am stoned as fuck, guys. I just realized like I'm live right now and I'm supposed to be talking. I'm just kidding. But we are out of time for today, so make sure you guys tune in with us 24/7 on our radio platform. Quick huge shout out to everybody tuning in with us. Wolf, thank you, and thank you for your submissions. Everybody submitting their music with us here on Mountain High 10 Radio. Make sure you guys go check out all these artists, mostly out here in the Colorado area, but we also blast everybody from nationwide and worldwide as well, and getting them pushed out nationwide and worldwide. So, I'm trying to figure out which way is the straight. Oh yeah, it's my Tech 9 and Chris Calico signed. Oh, Yankee Fitted. I'm looking at the wrong direction. Boom. Chris Calico and Tech 9. But yes, this show is brought to you in part by viewers and listeners like each and every single one of you, making Mountain High 10 possible. Also, shout out to Ace Lone Pawns. Shout out to Hellraisers Tattoos and Piercings, Street Life Tattoos. Syndicate Empire Radio, The Frequency, 719 Art Lab, Rockin' Cupcakes and Treats, Manny and Dr. Church, the Rocky Mountain Brewery, and Comedy Carousel. Don't forget, that's coming back on. They were back out last month, end of this month, at the Private Label Distillery. If you guys are into live stand-up comedy, make sure you guys go check out Comedy Carousel. You can find their information on Facebook, but they do shows every last I think Friday of the month. So make sure you guys go check them out and come enjoy some stand-up comedy. And we'll have our stand-up comedy show in the end of June, guys. So, you gotta love comedy. You gotta have comedy in your life. Smoking oxygen, very, very healthy for you. Very true, very true. J. William Fox, thank you guys for tuning in. All right, but we're gonna get out of here for the day, guys. Again, shout out to our sponsors. Make sure you guys tune in to Medicinal Music coming up later today. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully we'll have some new dabs. I gotta get some more dabs anyways. But tune in with us tomorrow morning. Tune in with us this afternoon. And we'll see you guys later. Thank you. There was one more thing that I wanted to put out, but fuck it. We'll deal with that tomorrow. But tune in. Mixler.com/MountainHighXRadio CEO. It's your boy, the Sarge. Sarge's Wake and Bake. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.